You were born to be a player. You were meant to be here. This moment is yours.
It just wasn't a good time in this country. It didn't feel good. The country needed a boost. The country needed something to get excited about. And of all crazy things, this was the thing.
You believe in miracles? Yes!
Joe Kruger only got the coaching gig because Minnesota's brand of sports mediocrity and Hartford's bland style of play go together like peas and carrots. They have never been terrible, nor have they ever been perfect. Everything about them both is scenery. If Coach Kruger is meant to be the Whalers' building block, he's more of a Lego you will step on at 2 a.m. and curse the day you had children. Hartford marches into their every attempt at postseason hockey like some Capra-esque adventure, except it's the reality of all those Capra-esque adventures where the small-town yokel gets drop-kicked back to whatever backwater he somersaulted out of by the people who know how shit works. Then they get on with their lives. It's simple, folks. The little guy doesn't win, and the Whalers have spent 26 years proving it. But seriously, if it wasn't for Joe Kruger and the fact that the Whalers play in an abandoned mall, the entire region's experience with even getting to a championship round would be restricted to UConn basketball. But whereas Hartford's insurance has been timeless, their hockey has just been bread before the appetizers. We shouldn't have to waste any more of it on any Hartford Whaler team passing through simply to ask if they can use the bathroom before leaving without buying anything. These are playoff spots that could go to a handful of teams that might provide just one moment we can cherish.
It's the Hartford Whalers versus the Boston Bruins. It's the Survivor Series.
For the last 2 months, Gorilla, Hartford has been saying, we want Boston. It's going to be a very big series for them, an emotional series. I just don't think they can handle it.
As they should be, Jess.
They are formidable opponents, Gorilla. They work hard and forecheck well. They take the body and try to cause turnovers. They've also got their share of grinding wingers. Not to mention they are the defending champions. Tonight they found their formidable opponent in Boston, and no one has Hartford's number more so than the Bruins.
Rivalries are made out of great playoff series, Jess. This Boston-Hartford will probably become the rivalry a lot of people have been waiting for. But without further ado, we take it upstairs to Boston Bruins PA announcer Mike Metz.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Boston Garden for tonight's Wales Conference first round matchup Game 1, featuring the Hartford Whalers and your Boston Bruins. Boston Bruins promotes good sporting behavior by athletes, coaches, and spectators, and requests your cooperation by supporting the Bruins, opponents, and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other abusive YouTube comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the platform. We value the safety of our athletes, coaches, and game day staff. Spectators are prohibited from entering the playing surface before, during, and after the game. Violators will be removed and subject to arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, please locate the nearest exit to your seat. In the event of an emergency, slowly move to the exit, and our game day staff will direct you to a safe and orderly evacuation. In accordance with NHL policy, the Boston Garden is a smoke-free arena. Smoking is prohibited on all arena property, facilities, and parking structures. This includes tailgates and outdoor events. If you do wish to smoke, you may do so once you leave the arena. We thank you for your cooperation. Bruins fans, be sure to pick up your hardcover or digital copy of number 4, Bobby Orr, a chronicle of the Boston Bruins' greatest decade, 1966 to 1976, led by their legendary superstar. It is an inside look into a very detailed, game-by-game description of the greatest hockey player to have ever lived. Available now at Amazon.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the proud corporate sponsor of your Boston Bruins, Boston Scientific. Boston Scientific is a world-renowned organization striving towards revolutionizing medical research and improving patient outcomes across the globe. We would like to take this opportunity to thank them for their unwavering support towards the Bruins team and its loyal fans. And as part of their sponsorship, Boston Scientific is proud to announce their Fans of the Game for tonight's matchup between the Bruins and the Hartford Whalers. Tonight, the selected fans of the game have won a unique opportunity to go on an exclusive tour of Boston Scientific's state-of-the-art research labs. The team at Boston Scientific has arranged for the fans to meet with their scientists, learn about their ongoing cutting-edge research projects, and also get a chance to partake in experimental learning. We are thrilled to have such enthusiastic and supportive organizations such as Boston Scientific rooting for our team, and we look forward to an excellent collaboration into the future. Once again, please help us in thanking Boston Scientific for their sponsorship towards the Boston Bruins, and also congratulating the fans of the game for their outstanding support and dedication. Go Bruins! Tonight's NHL referee, as assigned by the NHL, is brought to you locally by Sam Adams Boston Brewery. For the love of beer, our lead referee tonight is Blaine Angus. Heading up the linesmen are Neil Armstrong and Ron Asselstein. Fans, it is now time to meet the starters for this evening's game. Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Hartford Whalers. Starting left defenseman number 5, Stephen Conroy. Playing the right defenseman number 6, Adam Burt. Starting left wing is number 16, Pat Veerbeek. Suiting up in center is number 11, John Cullen. And starting in right wing is number 24, Bobby Hull. Goaltending tonight for the Whalers is number 35, Kay Whitmore. The head coach of the Hartford Whalers is Joe Kruger. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for Beantown's own, your Boston Bruins! Starting left defenseman number 77, Ray Burke. Playing right defenseman is number 26, Glenn Wesley. Starting left wing is number 11, Bob Carpenter. Playing center is number 12, Adam Oates. And starting right wing is number 8, Han Neely. And in goaltender tonight is Andy Mueller. The head coach of your Boston Bruins is Brian Sutter. All right, Bruins fans! Time to get your claws around this one for our opening face-off.
Just like that, Jess Hartford draws first blood with the first goal scored by Adam Burt.
Beginner's luck, Gorilla. I don't think Hartford has any more left in them.
Hartford goal scored by number 6, Adam Burt. 18 minutes and 12 seconds into the first period.
a slap shot and a beauty as the Bruins knot this game up one apiece.
I told you, Gorilla, don't count out the Bruins just yet. That was just a wake-up call to the Whalers to remind them what arena they are playing in.
Boston goal scored by number 38, Vladimir Ruzicka. Assisted by number 17, Dave Reed. 15 minutes and 52 seconds in the first period.
Bruins getting a little bit too excited in the early going as they draw their first penalty.
They are just drawing their bluff, Gorilla. Hartford was sloppy in the power play during last year's playoffs. There is no way they are capitalizing on this one.
What do you call that, Jess?
I call that a clean hit.
It's a cheap shot, a blatant cheap shot. It puts more salt on the wounds on the Bruins right now than they bargained for.
Then prove me wrong, Gorilla. The Whalers are all bark and no bite right now.
Let's go, Bulls! Let's go, Bulls! Let's go! For life, baby! For life! Bruins, baby!
The Bruins turn a positive from a negative right there.
Bruins are just toying with them right now, Gorilla, giving them hope before they tear them apart.
Boston goal scored by number 32, Dave Sweeney. Assisted by number 20, Bob Sweeney, and number 28, Gord Murphy, 13 minutes and 34 seconds into the first period.
The lights are on, but nobody is home as Dave Reed sneaks one right in for the Bruins to pull ahead 3-1.
I'm telling you, hockey is a thinking man's game, a strategy game. And right now, the Bruins are making their passes, biding their time, playing as a whole to outsmart the Whalers. And so far, Hartford is getting served up a hard lesson from the Masters.
Boston goal scored by number 17, Dave Reed. Assisted by number 28, Gord Murphy, and number 38, Vladimir Ruzicka. 11 minutes and 51 seconds in the first period.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
It's going to be a long night for the Whalers.
Down but not out as Mark Hunter makes his presence felt in a time much needed to bring the Bruins lead down to 1.
It's just a flesh wound, Gorilla. The Bruins ain't got time to bleed.
Hartford goal scored by number 26, Mark Hunter. 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the first period.
What a stinger, right up the gut.
Right now, Bam Bam Cam is the man with a plan to show the Bruins the way.
Boston goal scored by number 8, Cam Neely. Assisted by number 12, Adam Oates. 7 minutes and 41 seconds into the first period.
Another cheap shot penalty.
The Bruins are showing smart mental toughness, that's all. Toughness brings confidence, and right now, they are ready for the Whalers to hit them with their best shot.
With a little razzle-dazzle, the Whalers gain 1 on the power play.
The Bruins are dropping their guard right now. They have still got the momentum. It's time to buckle it up.
Hartford goal scored by number 16, Pat Verbeek. 6 minutes and 20 seconds into the first period.
The Bruins are cerebral assassins of skating, and they will continue to use their mental toughness in ways to continue to humiliate the Whalers.
Boston goal scored by number 11, Bob Carpenter. Assisted by number 12, Adam Oates. 5 minutes and 13 seconds into the first period.
My God, the Whalers just can't keep quiet as they draw up another crucial penalty.
The Whalers are caught in a trap that they can't walk out of, and right now the Bruins love it.
My God, and the dirty hits just keep on coming up for the Whalers.
The Whalers stink of fear right now, and the Bruins are picking up on their scent.
No sleep for Hartford tonight, as I think the Bruins just tucked them into bed with that goal.
Better call the undertaker. I think we've got ourselves a funeral here.
Boston goal scored by number 11, Bob Carpenter, assisted by number 28, Gord Murphy, and assisted by goaltender number 31, Daniel Berthuin. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the first period.
John Cullen slips one in, and the Whalers still have a pulse, only trailing by 2.
The Whalers still have an uphill battle to climb. Slopping penalties and sloppy defense is what put them there.
Again, the Whalers can't stop hassling the goalie and puts them right back in the penalty box.
I don't call this strategy. I don't call this smarts. I call this committing suicide.
Well, the Whalers got some breaks, got some goals, and they are still hanging in there in this scrap-happy game of hockey.
Yeah, but with the Bruins controlling the power play going into the second period, you could say the Whalers are in dire straits right now. You don't win by luck over the Bruins, you win by having a plan.
Time will tell if fortune can turn over on the Whalers side. We'll be right back after the first intermission as the Whalers trail 4-6.
Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide.
Circle,
Let's start with outmatched and outclassed. I mean, you expect me to believe that a defending champion of the Whalers is going to be slapping shots with one of the most dangerous, well-balanced team in the Bruins. I say they're sucking wind.
Well, you stop.
They are going to be sucking so much wind by the time the second half is over. They are going to need an inhaler to keep from fainting out of this thing.
Holy smokes. Just like that, Hartford catches the Bruins with their drawers down as Bobby Halleck connects to keep Boston's lead back to 2.
Hartford is still playing catch-up with a runaway train. No way they can stop this Bruins locomotive because it will continue to gain momentum.
Hartford goal scored by number 24, Bobby Halleck. Assisted by number 11, John Cullen. 19 minutes and 35 minutes in the second period.
Sweet sound of Jesus. It's a miracle.
Cracks are starting to form in the Boston foundation. Can they sustain this ongoing attack? These next 18 minutes are going to prove to be crucial for them.
Hartford goal scored by number 16, Pat Verbeek. Assisted by number 6, Adam Burt, and number 3, Zarli Zalapski. 18 minutes and 38 seconds into the second period.
Pat Verbeek with the breakaway, and you can tear down the walls with that one because we got a tie game.
This is a new Whalers team emerging here. This isn't the same take a penalty 1 minute and figure out the rest later kind of team. This is a team that is now visualizing its strengths. And right now, it's got this Boston home crowd on the edge of their seats.
Don't cut the celebration short because Cam Neely serves and delivers another goal to regain the lead for the Bruins?
Leave it to a certified craftsman like Cam Neely to put the Whalers in check.
Let's go, Bruins! Let's go, Bruins! Let's go! For life, baby! For life! Bruins, baby!
Boston goal, his third of the night, scored by number 8, Cam Neely. Assisted by number 12, Adam Oates, and number 77, Ray Burke. 16 minutes and 34 seconds into the second period.
must have been just the Whalers' imagination wandering away with them, because they are blowing yet another critical second period down the toilet.
I'm telling you, Gorilla, if you're going to play with fire, you are going to be burned. Right now, the Whalers can't stand next to the Bruins' fire because Cam Neely is bringing out all the punches.
Boston goal scored by number 8, Cam Neely. Assisted by number 12, Adam Oates, and number 30, 1 Daniel Berthuyemi. 13 minutes and 41 seconds into the second period.
Right now, the reality check has just checked into the door, and the doors are closing in fast on the Whalers. I'd pull the goalie now to risk them the embarrassment of any more of this onslaught.
With 12 minutes left in the second period, don't expect Hartford to burn the candle at both ends of this one, because right now their fuse and all of their collective energy are out.
What's this? Who died and put this team on life support? The Whalers just keep on swinging for the fences.
Been there, done that, Monsoon. This Whalers team is not a leader, it's a follower. Right now, they just got too much ground to cover.
Hartford goal scored by number 34, Mikael Anderson. Assisted by number 21, Andrew Castles. 11 minutes and 50 seconds into the second
They're back, refusing to give up with 1 inch and as resilient as ever as Andrew Castles cuts the Bruins lead back down to 1.
They are getting lucky, Monsoon. But do the Whalers have another ounce of bravery left in them?
scored by number 21, Andrew Castles. 10 minutes and 52 seconds into the second period. Hartford goals scored by number 16, Pat Verbeek. Assisted by number 11, John Cullen. 9 minutes and 29 seconds into the second period.
For the first time, the Whalers have taken a lead.
I am going to give them 5-1. They drop the lead.
Hartford goal scored by number 34, Mikael Anderson. Assisted by number 26, Mark Hunter, and number 21, Andrew Castles. 8 minutes and 37 seconds into the second period.
What started out a joke has turned out to be a huge disaster for the Bruins.
This might just be the most dangerous version of the Whalers we have ever seen.
Hartford goal scored by number 11, John Cullen. 7 minutes and 59 seconds into the second period. Hartford goal scored by number 34, Mikhail Anderson. Assisted by number 35, Kay Whitmore. 7 minutes and 10 seconds into the second period.
The Whalers, this period, have converted sloppiness into speed, speed into surefire accuracy that is dead on stunning the opposition as they take a commanding 14-10 lead.
Who popped the air out of the Bruins' tires. It's a total momentum shift that has completely blindsided this capacity crowd.
Hartford goal scored by number 3, Zarli Zalewski. Assisted by number 35, Kay Whitmore. 6 minutes and 16 seconds into the second period.
The Whalers draw a penalty, and maybe with some luck in the fountain, the Bruins can engineer another comeback.
It's now or never monsoon. Either they stop the bleeding now or go into the third period with them having to dig themselves out of some deadly trench warfare.
What's this? This isn't supposed to happen. What's this?
Instead of going on the defense, the Whalers have chosen to give them the best of what they got from both worlds. This is one ballsy side of them I have never seen before.
Hartford goal scored by number 26, Mark Hunter. 3 minutes and 57 seconds into the second period.
Jumping jack flash. This team is stinging with precision now, up by 6.
Suddenly, the second period, the Whalers have gone from passive to aggressive. They are maintaining a firm edge on puck control and defense and giving the Bruins goaltender one heck of a migraine.
The Bruins are trying to get a rally going with a quick one before the period ends by Adam Oates.
I think the Whalers have got their backs to the wall. Hartford was once being bullied by Boston, and now they are doing all the shoving around. I don't think this is a walk in the park anymore for Boston.
Conroy lays on the jackhammer, increasing the Whalers' lead back to 6.
Now we see the student is becoming the teacher, and the student is teaching Boston a huge lesson. The history is about to change in this series.
What a period! What an interesting turn of events that has just transpired here.
The turn of events in this one was the Whalers playing both sides of the puck on the penalty kill. They maintained the puck. They killed some time. And with that, they found a breakthrough that has led to a huge momentum shift that has netted them some big-time goals in their favor.
That's the end of the second period, folks, with the Hartford Whalers up 17-11 over your Boston Bruins. Now, folks, if we will have your direct attention to the video jumbotron screen as the Boston Globe takes you back to this week in Boston Bruins history.
The National Hockey League had only 4 teams, all based in Canada. By 1924, the league realized how important American expansion was to its future. The city of Boston was an ideal fit.
It was natural that the Bruins would be the first American NHL team because New England was a hockey-rich area and continues to be. The first high school game ever played in this country was at St. Paul's School in Concord, New Hampshire. The first intercollegiate game featured Brown University. So that hockey had deep roots in New England.
Boston's insatiable interest in the game, coupled with New England's standing as a hockey hotbed, led local supermarket tycoon Charles F. Adams to purchase the rights to America's first team for a reported $15,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our exciting fan promotion of the night. We have some special guests with us, and they are the future of our beloved Boston Bruins. Joining us tonight are 20 lucky kids who have been selected to take part in a special meet and greet with a few Bruins players before tonight's game. These lucky fans will have a chance to meet their favorite Boston Bruins players, take photos with them, and even get their autographs. The young fans are being led by our friends at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Boston, an outstanding organization that reaches thousands of young people in our community. We are proud to have them as our partner, and we welcome them warmly tonight. Now, let's make some noise for our young fans and the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Boston. We extend our thanks to our promotion sponsor for tonight, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, for providing the tickets and the pre-game access to our young fans. Please join us in wishing them all good luck and a fun time at the game tonight. Go Boston Bruins!
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Keeping Every spotlight, every soundbite, everybody who gave up is just a fuel for wanting him more than anybody against us. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming now. We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Stay like money, rocking our bodies, standing on top like a champion. Keep on standing, give me that gold. We'll say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible, 'cause we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable.
It's now time for the third and final period. Bruins fans, stand up, be loud and proud, and repeat after me. Whose house is it? Whose house is it?
We are now set for the third and final period. And with that, the Whalers pretty much have this in cruise control.
All the Whalers have to do is maintain puck pressure and keep bringing on the pain that is their game.
The Bruins are now eating out of the Whalers' hands, and it could cost them dearly.
The Bruins are choosing emotion over game strategy, and right now they are playing like school children.
Bruins better call a plumber because they are taking on water.
I think this series sprung a leak. The Bruins have wet themselves.
Power play? What for?
I think they already ran up their energy bill. They look spent.
Go, Bulls, let's go, Bulls, let's go! For life, baby, for life! Bruins, baby!
Trying to turn 6 goals in 18 minutes is like them trying to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
The Bruins finally nail one in to save face, but it still looks disastrous.
Boston goal scored by number 32, Don Sweeney. Assisted by number 11, Bob Carpenter. 18 minutes and 32 seconds into the third period.
The Bruins should be concentrating on re-energizing their core players to max potential. This is pure lousy here. This is how you throw the game.
Bruins are going to have to be on speed control now with the power play. Joe Kruger, right now, has instituted a deadly take charge initiative on the penalty kill that Boston just doesn't have the answers for.
He might have just earned the Jesse, the Genius Ventura Award. This dude is stone cold to a T.
Hartford goal scored by number 12, Murray Craven. Assisted by number 34, Mikhail Anderson. 14 minutes and 58 seconds into the third period.
Yeah, the Bruins went fishing and all they came up with was fool's gold.
It's another one. Don't mind if they do. If Hartford reaps the reverse awards of a power play that's not theirs, of a power play that's not theirs.
Hartford goal scored by number 12, Murray Craven. Assisted by number 35, Kay Whitmore. 14 minutes and 29 seconds into the third period.
Looks like the Bruins can't have nice things.
Hey, if you can't play fair, don't play at all.
The Whalers are really dining in, aren't they, tonight?
Not only are they going to the buffet, but they ain't sharing with anyone.
Hartford goal scored by number 21, Andrew Castles. 12 minutes and 47 seconds into the third period.
Is this a NHL game or a NFL game?
If it's the NFL, it sure beats watching my Minnesota Vikings.
Hartford goal scored by number 6, Adam Burke. 11 minutes and 54 seconds into the third period.
It's pretty much schoolyard rules for the Bruins. Forget the strategy, let's just bring out the attitude.
How such a well-oiled machine that they were in the first period to suddenly clunked out and die has to be the most embarrassing thing in sports I have seen in such time.
The Bruins right now are just fighting anger with sheer embarrassment.
Whoever thought the Bruins would be served up as the main course?
I'm guessing all this now is target practice for Game 2.
Even I admit I was wrong. Joe Kruger and the Hartford Whalers are serving up one hell of a nightmare on Elm Street.
Hartford goal scored by number 34, Mikael Anderson. 9 minutes and 16 seconds into the third period.
There goes Boston again, drawing up another penalty. Drawing up another lamb to the slaughter.
Boston certainly got outcoached tonight and got drawn in and underestimated their weakness, which Joe Kruger converted his players into confidence that really bred fear that has resonated throughout this arena tonight.
Well, you win some and you lose some.
Right now, the Whalers have won the battle of hockey minds. They got inside the Bruins' heads and are now living in there rent-free.
The Bruins scored. All I hear is the siren.
While the PA announcer is sitting up there like a stewed prune. Bunch of sore losers.
Boston goal. His third of the night, scored by number 38, Vladimir Ruzica. Assisted by number 17, Dave Reed. 5 minutes and 21 seconds into the third period.
This is looking more like a glamorized Olympic-type hockey beatdown over a third-world country.
I think you're finished, Hartford. You put your stamp on Game 1.
Hartford goal scored by number 3, Tsar Lize Lapsky. Assisted by number 34, Mikhail Anderson, and number 35, Kay Whitmore. 4 minutes and 21 seconds into the third period.
Send the Boston babies to bed. This one is over.
Looks like the Boston Bruins stuck their hands in the honey jar once too many times tonight. They are the victim of their own greed.
Wow. Talk about murder, death, kill.
These Cinderella sweethearts have once again put the NHL on notice.
In a stunning upset, the Hartford Whalers defeated the Boston Bruins in Game 1 of the playoffs. The Whalers came out strong, with defenseman Adam Burt scoring the first goal 2 minutes into the game.
The Bruins fought back, with center Bob Carpenter scoring a few go-ahead goals in the first period. However, the Whalers' offense was too much for the Bruins to handle. Whalers center Pat Verbeek and Michael Anderson had a standout performance, scoring a combined total of 11 goals.
Whalers goaltender Kay Whitmore had solid game, making 32 saves and only allowing 13 goals. Bruins goaltender Andy Moog struggled, allowing 25 goals on 48 shots.
A huge win on an unprecedented level monsoon, but they can't get too comfortable. They still have a lot of work to do.
Well, that about wraps it up, folks. With myself, Gorilla Monsoon, and my broadcast colleague, Jesse Ventura, as we wish you a safe and sound good night from the Boston Garden, as the Whalers are once again establishing a new course of dominance, defeating the Bruins tonight 25-13.
Thank you once again for joining us at the Boston Garden for Game 1 of the Wales Conference matchup between the Hartford Whalers and Boston Bruins. Our final score tonight is the Hartford Whalers 25 and the Boston Bruins 13. Be sure to return this Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. face-off time, right back here at the Boston Garden for Game 2, as the Bruins look to even up the series at 1 apiece. Thank you for attending the Boston Garden. Be sure to find your nearest exit and drive home safely. Your friends and corporate sponsors of the Boston Bruins wish you all a safe and sound good night.